We're back live. It's TFP 3 from Cape Town, South Africa, with the remaining bouts of the Continental Collision. And the following bout to go distance 5 by 3 minute rounds. Pro rules, a catch weight of 83 kilograms even. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 1.82 meters tall and weighing in at 83 kilograms even. With a professional record, 19 wins, 9 losses, 4 of those wins coming by way of a knockout. He fights at a Gladiator Gym, Hamburg in Germany. Please welcome Florian Kröger. His opponent, standing 1.81 meters tall, tipped the scales at 82.75 kilograms. With a record of 13 wins and just a single loss, he fights out of Thaiholics, Cape Town, South Africa. Please welcome Adrian Sparks Van Veen. As the fighters approach the center, of course, if you're watching us live on YouTube, congratulations, you found us. Please share the link with your friends, bang them a little WhatsApp with what you're about to see tonight. Of course, it's always free on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Thaiholics Fight Promotions, Instagram, Thaiholics_fight_promotions. Stay with the play. And also the next event, TFP 4, full swing, 14th of May, 2022, back here at Grand West Casino. Nito Gomba from South Africa will face Pascal Amoroso from Italy for an international title. It's going to be a mixed card, pros, pro-ams, and amateurs, and other fights worthy of mention. Of course, Lamin Suya is going to be coming back against Enli Pagado for an African title, while Jamie Tillison takes on Kristen Clark for the South African pro-am female title. Of course, we got hoodies and t-shirts and merch for sale. Admin at Thaiholics.com. Sparks van Wyk, Florian Kröger into the fray here.
There's a lot of experience in this ring, yeah. A lot of experience.
And it's a lot of K1 experience from both guys that are now in Muay Thai.
Yeah, it's just nice. I think these guys want to fight. Whether it's K1 Muay Thai, they want to fight. And it's nice to have a tournament happening. This, of course, being the first tournament with a crowd. It's so nice to have people here. Bit of atmosphere, bit of vibe. Awesome.
Absolutely. The comments around the arena that I've been hearing, people have been absolutely mind-blown by what they've seen. 2 quick finishes, relatively, in the first part of the international section. And then, of course, 36 seconds in the last, left Lamin Suya twitching on the floor.
Yeah, you know, I think people need to always remember that the fighters always come first. We want them to carry on fighting. So when there's bad knockouts like that, you have basically, as much as they're warriors and they want to keep fighting, if they've got a concussion, you can't let them fight on. It's just not worth it.
Got to save a man from himself sometimes as the
100%.
referee.
These guys are all warriors. They're not going to back down.
Florian Kröger in the blue trunks, fighting Adrian van Wyk in the red trunks as they get stuck in. Round number 1. 5 rounds of 3, of course. Pro rules Muay Thai.
Kröger's got some good power in those kicks. He really turns those hips in the kick. You know, Sparks needs to make sure he defends with his leg and not his arms, because those arms are going to be sore tomorrow if he keeps defending like that. Start checking those kicks. There's a lot of power in Kröger's legs.
You know, Adrian van Wyk, I've watched a lot in his career in the Western Cape coming up. You know, fought out of a very famous gym that produced a crop of a lot of really good stand-up fighters, Enli Pagado being one of them, Adrian van Wyk being another, and that was, of course, Tricor. Now, Adrian van Wyk finds himself at Thaiholics, learning Muay Thai to take part in this event, and may it long last.
Very patient. I like the way he moves forward very patiently, sits just outside of range, almost baiting Florian to throw, and looking for those counters. Very intelligent fighting from him. I like his style. Very calm, collected, doesn't seem flustered. Just got to keep those hands up. You can't be lazy with those hands.
Also very solid on his feet is Adrian van Wyk. Not a lot of excessive movement from him. You know, he's generally quite honest in what he's going to bring to the table.
Yeah. No, he's got to be careful of Florian's head kicks. His legs are very flexible. He throws those kicks up very fast. If those hands are low, he's going to be in trouble.
Leg kicks, the order of the day from Adrian van Wyk.
That's the one. That's exactly what I was talking about. He's got to keep those hands a little bit higher. I see too much of this boxing only and then kicking. Those hands and legs have got to flow.
Hand-heavy fighters here at TFP 3, the Continental Collision. Of course, I've just said there's going to be a TFP 4. We can't wait for that event. This event has gone off so well. It's been so well received by the people here, being able to watch live, and hopefully we're going to be able to have more of you fit in here, because, you know, as these restrictions start to relax on us, we get more involved in live sport again, and of course, get these fighters, their names out there, get them known by more people live. That's the ultimate goal, is promotion and fighters come first.
And this, you know, the venue at Grand West Casino is incredible. We can fit so many people in here. They just lift the restrictions and allow people to come out and have a bit of fun, enjoy some good fights. I think we'll put on a great event. I think Thaiholics TFP is going to do some incredible things going forward with Muay Thai. I'm loving it.
As is the live crowd, as is me in my chair. I'm on the edge of my seat with every single fight. They've all been technically brilliant. They've been damaging. There's been good power. We've seen the knockouts come as soon as the crash helmets, the elbow guards, and the socks come off, and it's pro rules, and this is what it's all about. But this fight seems to have started a little bit more in the traditional way, a lot more measured. They both play the power game, but neither guy really ready to commit to any kind of full-on onslaught.
Yeah, Sparks is being clever though. He's pushing forward very, very patiently, forcing Kröger to stay very, very tight on his defense, not allowing him to, just go wild, because you can see he's counter-punching him. But that pressure, it eventually has its toll. It takes its toll on you, because you get tired just from that pressure, always going backwards, always keeping your hands up, not knowing when you're going to get punched. So I think he's playing a very good game plan. Yeah.
So the first two German fighters that you saw in the ring were from Thaiholics in Hamburg, coached by Gil Torres, and then now it's going to be same city, Hamburg, but Gladiator Gym. So there's a few gyms out there in Germany teaching the art of Muay Thai.
So nice to have this international competition coming to South Africa. Really, really good to see. When you're constantly fighting South Africans, you always fight the same guys. You're fighting similar opponents, and eventually you start getting to know each other's styles. Getting some international flavor in brings a whole different facet to the game.
Fighters meet in the middle, round number 2, and away they go. Kröger versus Van Beek.
Adrian's got to start checking those kicks.
It's not bothersome right now for him, but who knows, 2 rounds from now, it could be making the difference.
No, Adrian's definitely winning the boxing game, and Kröger's winning the kicking game. So
there's also a little side story happening here. The inside leg of Florian Kröger's lead heavy leg, and that will be his left, is starting to get marked up quite badly.
Yeah, they're both getting that those little welts on the outside of the leg.
Catch and kick. Adrian van Beek saw that one coming a mile away. Wow, and that just buzzes past Adrian's face. He did very well to do a bit of a matrix and get out of there. Fighters hug it up towards the ropes.
This is a very good fight. Very, very good fight. I'm enjoying this. Adrian really keeping the pressure on him. Look at the counter-punching really, really well. Waiting for Kröger to lunge in and just kind of sitting behind him, coming back with a counter.
It feels very high stakes. It feels like neither guy wants to make that ultimate mistake and go the same way of their first 2 fights.
And they both got power.
International section.
They both got power, as we saw in the previous 2 fights. And it just takes one shot, and you can be asleep and the fight's over. So you really got to keep your defense tight, and you got to be clever with your offense.
10-ounce gloves are on the hands of these 2 combatants.
Beautiful body work up to the top, very nice there by Van Beek. Working the high-low high, very nice. Yeah, he's keeping Kröger thinking, which is good. He's really keeping him thinking.
But another thing that I think is making this fight so attractive.
I think that leg kick did a bit of damage there. Adrian felt that.
The power that these guys possess is pretty much equal to each other, and they're able to take each other's power. I'd like to see this go 5 rounds. I think it's going to be a thunderous end if it does.
Yeah, I think Adrian's fighting definitely a weight division or 2 above where he should be fighting. He looks like one of those tough guys that just doesn't give a damn. If you look at the size difference, there's a big size difference between the 2 guys.
Sparks Van Beek, a long history in stand-up fighting in the Western Cape. Florian Kröger, all the way from Hamburg in Germany. It's all action here through round number 2.
Yeah, you've got to be careful of those elbows inside. You've got to neutralize those elbows. What's really, really nice about these events that TFP is putting on, all of these events are internationally sanctioned by WMO. So there's world titles on the line, there's pro-am titles, there's amateur titles. Every single event here that Nick's been putting on has been sanctioned by the WMO. So it's really, really cool to know that you're fighting it for an organization that's recognized all over the world.
Yeah, international organizations, international recognition that we need to have in the sport in South Africa. You know, we've got South Africa's Muay Thai organization that's doing the work on the ground. And then, of course, you know, to get those world title fights here, to get those international title fights here, to get those African title fights here, you've got to have somebody just like the WMO to come in and make it all legitimized for us.
Yeah, so I think, you know, once we've had a couple of events and we've got a couple of SA champs holding titles in their weight divisions, and they make the world rankings, we're probably going to see a couple of international world title fights happening. You know, South Africans going and fighting all over, winning other belts. And that's the nice thing, you know, once we've got a couple of SA champs or African champs, things start getting exciting. They get exciting for the fighters, for the tournament, for the level of competition that's going to come to South Africa. So I'm super excited to see where this goes. Yeah, these 2-minute rests between rounds really, really good for the fighters. Allow them to recover nicely. I really like it. It allows them to put on a better show. You see a lot more energy during the rounds.
Kröger's got his fans here in the crowd.
So far, Germany, South Africa, it's 1-1, eh? South Africa 1, Germany 1.
5 fights, so yeah, we're going to have a definitive end of this. The last one ends in a draw.
This is going to be interesting. This is the tiebreaker at the moment. Let's hope Sparks can pull it off. Both of them still look very sharp. Energy levels are good. Intelligent boxing. Adrian's getting those punches through, eh? He's sneaking them through the guard. Really nice.
Stiff hybrid right hook that came through onto the chin of Florian Kröger. But he took it well. He is wearing it well.
Oh, beautiful elbow. Adrian's starting to put that pressure on nicely. He's hurt his hand there. I think Adrian hurt his hand. He's got to start checking those kicks.
Oh, and that was a direct contact, a spinning heel kick from Florian Kröger.
Adrian putting great pressure. That pressure is really exhausting, Florian. You can see Florian's really struggling with all the pressure. Sparks so composed. He's so tough. So tough. I mean, you look at that face. He's not showing anything. He's just enigmatic, walking forward, giving damage, taking damage.
Neither guy giving an inch. They're both standing and taking what they have to offer each other.
I love the way Adrian's attacking the body. That's the game. If you've got to attack that body for the head to open up, beautiful, sneaking that right hand through. Kröger coming back with that dominant kicking game.
And thrown to the ground for his trouble by Adrian Sparks.
That's not a legal throw. That was a trip from the back. He needs to keep this pressure. Adrian's doing really, really well.
Wow. Oh! Was absolutely mowed down by a big right hook from Adrian van Wyk.
That was a really good shot. Adrian not even breathing heavy.
Excessive twitching is what we saw. You're always worried when you see that. We saw it with Lamin Suya in the fight before.
Yeah, he recovered fast.
But he was spaghetti leg for sure.
He's got to keep the pressure on now. He's really got to stay on top of him and set up some nice combos. Yes, there you go. Right, set up those combos. Florian needs to use that teep. He's got to keep Adrian away from him. He's got to use his kick dominant game and keep Adrian away from him.
He's not scouting that right hand that keeps coming through from Van Wyk.
He's not doing anything about it. That's it. He's got to move and use that teep. He has to keep that teep going, and he's not doing it. He's losing the boxing game, and he's allowing Adrian to get into boxing range. So when you allow that to happen, no, the good things aren't going to happen. Only bad things are going to happen. Adrian really getting inside nice and tight now. That pressure's exhausting him.
Yeah, he really has closed the distance, and he's trapping the cornered Florian Kröger.
Florian's going to have a hard 4th and 5th round, I think. Because Adrian doesn't look tired at all, not even breathing heavy. Very composed, very collected, cool, calm. Real tough customer. You know, normally when you see the fighters get in the ring, they've normally done a weight cut and they're lean and shredded. And Adrian looks like he just decided, like, last minute, okay, now I'm taking this fight. He's got that toughness about him. Anywhere, anytime, let's have a fight.
That's what they'll all tell you, his friends in the streets of Paul, where he came up and sparks the name,
I
because
can imagine.
he's an electrician by trade.
I can imagine. You can just see. You know, he's not intimidated by punches, knees, elbows coming at him. Stays calm, collected. And when you can do that, you just don't use energy. Your body just stays calm. Your breathing's calm. You know, you don't allow that adrenaline to get the better of you.
So we just looked at that throw, illegal. Why?
Because it's from the back. So you're not allowed, in Muay Thai, you're not allowed to throw it from the back. So you can trip and sweep if I'm facing him, but it was basically a throw over his hip from the back.
Now there, you saw him kind of stiffen out his leg, his hip jarred out of place. I wonder if that caused as much trouble, of course, as the minor disconnect between brain and limbs.
Yeah, that's a flash. You know, you get shot in the temple, and they have that like slight blackout where your body just it happens a lot, but some people recover really quick from it. It looks really, really bad, but some people, those are the tough guys. They always recover fast from that.
Florian Kröger went spaghetti on us midway through that round, and it seems to be the domination coming from Adrian van Beek, and it's building. It's this music that just gets louder and louder and louder. And here we go into a new round.
A little short circuit of the brain there. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting round. You know, Adrian doesn't look tired at all. He literally looks like he's starting round one now. So Florian's going to have a tough 2 rounds ahead of him.
Kröger, one tough German man. He's standing there. He's willing it on, and they're ready to go to war again on each other.
Yeah, it's still, you know, it's a very much a boxing dominant game. Adrian using his kicks, throwing them every now and then. Florian very kick dominant, not punching much. You know, it's
straight back into business. The crowd switched on as soon as the music started. As soon as that bell rang.
Such a good fight. Such a good fight to watch. You know, it's that clash of styles. Very nice to the body, head to the body. Florian's doing well now. You know, the minute Adrian's getting inside, he's closing everything up, clinching. But he needs to be offensive. When he's in that clinching, those knees need to go. Oh, good right hand down the pipe.
Finds its home once again.
Setting up those punches so well, Adrian.
Right hand, right kick, upstairs, downstairs.
Kröger needs to use that teep. He's not using the teep. He's throwing kicks, but not using the teep. If you're not using that teep, then you're allowing Adrian to get close enough to throw those punches.
Oh, and that right hand.
Beautiful.
Again, finding a home.
Really, really crisp. You know, he's so precise with his punches. He gets through the holes. I mean, it's not like Florian's not defending himself. He's defending really well. But Adrian's just getting that glove through the gap. So nice and tight.
All about timing. He's just found that perfect rhythm.
And the angle, you know, he's putting his feet. If you watch his foot placement's so good. He's getting into the right place so he can set up good power shots.
And let it be known, Van Beek is another guy who hasn't had a fight in a very long time. He's looking like he's not skipping a beat like he fought last week.
Very, very cool, calm, collected. You know, Florian there used the teep nicely twice. Totally negated Adrian getting inside. He needs to be more effective with those teeps. It actually worked well. He's got to use that teep way more.
Kröger taking an inside leg kick around the knee section from Adrian van Beek, who's looking for a home on that right hand. Once again, sets up a double jab. Upstairs, Kröger comes back with a right kick to the thigh, followed by an exact same carbon copy.
Adrian, if you pay attention to what Adrian's doing, you know, he's what I like to call shepherding. He's shepherding Florian right up to the ropes with not throwing massive combos. He just pushes him back, and then the minute Florian hits those ropes, he lets go with big combos. So he's got nowhere to run. He can land more effective shots. Great control of the ring. Great control of the space. Really, really good to watch. Something I love to teach my guys.
Finally, teeps coming from Florian.
There we go. He has to use more of those. Feint the teep into the knee. Use the teep. See, you shouldn't allow Adrian to get that close. That's not the zone he wants to fight in.
But Adrian's also cutting down that distance, avoiding the ability of Kröger to throw those teeps.
You've got to throw them earlier.
Yeah, that's the thing. Timing is everything.
Florian catching Adrian with a good shot there. Good little left hook. Florian's still got a lot of fights in him. He's not going anywhere.
4 rounds in the can. He's certainly still hanging with us.
Very good round for Florian. He did well. But Adrian's still putting on a hell of a lot of pressure. Really, really fun to watch.
Conditioning, standing up both of these fighters between rounds. Neither guy huffing or puffing.
Yeah, listen, I'm looking at Adrian and he's just, it's like he's out for a Sunday stroll. It's scary. You know, some guys just have that ability. They've got that natural calmness about them. He's just not even breathing heavy. I mean, if you look at his chest, it's hardly moving. It's just like, this is fun. I'm having such a blast. Thanks, guys.
It also just goes to show the efficiency with which Van Beek approaches the sport. You know, he's very compact. He does very basic things. There's nothing crazy coming out of him. He's not doing spinning kicks. He's not doing spinning elbows. He's barely done anything that what you would call thunderous. But that right hand is what's working. That right kick is what's working. And he is absolutely crushing the distance between him and Florian Kröger.
You know what? He's sticking to his strengths, which is his boxing. So his hands are really, really good. And behind his hands, he's setting up the leg kicks really effectively. So, you know, Florian's got to watch the leg kicks all the time. There's a lot of things he's got to be careful of. I'd really like to see them start, like, you know, when everyone's that close, throw 3 shots and step in with a knee to the body while the hands are up nice and high. He's over-defending the head. Look for knee options, look for elbow options.
Of course, you know, call Adrian Van Beek economical in his action. What we do have coming up next, very uneconomical, very wild. He does the fancy. Nido Gomba is going to be coming up next against Kevin Burmester of Germany. And that is a fight that has stood out on this fight card for the longest amount of time. Both guys very experienced. And it's going to be one of the lighter, faster types of fights that you get out of a lighter division.
Yeah, I love watching Nido. He's, you know, he's got such a powerful, explosive and calm style about him. And you know, after watching the last fight, he looked so in shape. He was so calm. Cardio was good. The timing was right. He controlled range well. You know, being a really short guy, he fights way better inside. But when he gets inside, he's deadly with those knees and elbows. So I'm looking forward to that fight.
Fighters ordered to neutral corners for the beginning of the 5th and final round.
Yeah, the ring very wet. You step on that, you're going to wipe. I don't know why there's water on the mat. Should be in the drum. Now let's see who pushes the pace now. Final round. Boy, that right hand.
Shot. That wasn't a slip.
That was on the water. It was on the water. We just discussed.
Funny, it was a slip at the same time. He took one to the head.
Definitely a punch, but you know, when you can't base yourself, this ring when it gets wet is it can be very slippery. That's why we've got those steel drums to catch the water, and the guys need to use it. They can't allow water to be getting onto the mat, onto the canvas. See there, when he's in there, Adrian needs to be throwing knees to the body. There we go. 2-3 punches, set up that knee, then we're going to see something happening.
That's probably the wildest move he's pulled the whole fight. Kröger's so tough, he's just soaked it right up here in Cape Town.
Oh, even an elbow there. Adrian's letting loose now.
He attempted that in round number 2 and it missed. Now he pulls it out in round number 5.
Oh, beautiful axe kick.
Kröger is still here.
Oh, he caught Adrian there. That's the most damage we've seen Adrian take as yet. Very, very nice. Kröger's still got fight on him. He's coming.
I think it affected.
100%. But you know, the thing is, when you're coming forward with that constant aggression, you have to be careful of getting caught with something. It's going to happen because, you know, you're in that range and you're walking in down the pipe. There's got to be lateral movement. Defense has got to stay tight. Got to be very careful.
Again, the right hand coming straight through from Adrian Van Beek at close quarter.
The 1-2 hook knee would be so good right now. You know, Kröger's defending so high when he boxes because he's taking so much damage. That body's calling for the knee. Knee to the liver, knee to the ribs. Oh! See, that K1 coming out.
Took a long time to pull that party trick out of the bag.
That's it. It's 2 down and he's caught him twice.
Just a pity you waited to the last round to bring that one out.
40 seconds to go. Adrian still pushing the pace. Kröger giving it back though. Still got some pep in the step. Adrian starting to look a little tired. Not as crisp in his punches. Not putting as much snap into those punches at the moment. A little bit slower in his movements as well.
He's good at getting that kick up to the throat of Adrian van Beek as well.
You know, Adrian is slowing down defensively as well. So, you know, now's the time to try capitalize. 10 seconds, he's got to push if Florian wants to win this.
The first axe kick caused trouble, the second one caused more trouble, hence the slow movement in this 5th and final round. Bell goes,
what a good
brilliant
fight. Really good fight. That was a proper battle of the styles.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of bell-to-bell action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Your winner coming by way of a split decision victory from South Africa, Adrian van Beek.
trying hard, but you wanna be my friend.